Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video we'll start with Chelsea join race to sign Juventus star, proclaiming a need for defensive presence by dint of concerns in the backline that Mauricio Pochettino possess going into the summer transfer window. Chelsea have been linked with a move for Juventus centre-back Gleison Bremer according to a report replicated by Manchester Evening News. The Blues have a daunting central defensive list on its own, with Thiago Silva entering the twilight of his career and his contract at Stamford Bridge. The fitness concerns of Wesley Fofana since his move from Leicester City, the vagueness surrounding Trevoh Chalobah's future, and the consistency of Axel Disasi, which breeds a need for one, possibly two, central defenders coming in at the Bridge this summer. The West London side have been linked with a few defenders over the past few weeks, with Laney Euro being considered by Todd Boehly company alongside the likes of Sporting's Ousmane Diamond, Nice Jean-Claire Todibo, and Barcelona's Pau Cubarsí being linked with a move to Chelsea. There has been a new addition to the prospective links overnight, with Brazil international Gleison Bremer subject to be Premier League bound as league rivals Manchester United also eye his services. The 26-year-old penned down a new deal at Allianz Stadium back in December but has a release clause of around €50 million in his contract. While Erik ten Hag is looking to amplify his faltering defence, Chelsea will be looking to replace Thiago Silva with his international compatriot. Gleison Bremer has played 28 times for the Bianconeri this season and has been a rock in Juventus defence, and his physicality complemented by his on-ball abilities could make him an excellent option to consider at Chelsea. Pochettino accept the Europa Conference League. The Blues are facing the prospect of missing out on European football for the second consecutive season and currently find themselves in the bottom half of the league with 11 games left to play, but are still in the FA Cup. Winning the FA Cup would see the Blues rewarded with Europa League football, and the competition is perhaps the club's best route back into European football next season. Qualifying for the Europa Conference League is still a possibility this season, and despite there being reports that from an economic point of view, and with UEFA restrictions, it wouldn't make huge sense for the club to take part in it, Pochettino insisted the competition must be treated with respect. When asked in his pre-match press conference about his thoughts on potentially qualifying for the competition, the Argentine said, "If we qualify for the Conference League, we need to accept and respect the competition and go to try to win the competition. Of course. But we need to accept the reality. I am not going to say nothing. It is an international competition. The Blues will be doing all they can in the remainder of the season to make sure they aren't playing in Europe's third-tier competition, but if they do end up playing, it would represent a chance to win a trophy the club has never won." Petrovic, the future of Chelsea. Serbia superstar Dusan Tadic claimed that his countryman Đorđe Petrovic definitely has what it takes to continue the legacy of great goalkeepers at Chelsea, which includes Peter Bonetti, Edgar Goage, Petr Cech and Tibor Courtois. Petrovic has more than held his own since filling in for the injured David Sanchez, leading Tadic to believe that the Spaniard's return from a knee injury won't unseat him. Despite Sanchez being past fit to play against Brentford and Newcastle, Blues-managed Mauricio Pochettino has continued to give Petrovic the nod, and for Tadic, who is now at Fenerbahce in Turkey and had a stint with Southampton in England, is not where he is by accident. He told the South London Press, "Đorđe is a great goalkeeper and a great talent, and it's very nice to see him play for Chelsea. I saw immediately in training what a great goalkeeper he is. He's also a very good guy and professional. Actually, I am not surprised to see him play at Chelsea, because in the past, we were also looking at him for Ajax, and I remember they asked me about him. He was on the list of all the top clubs, and if he's Chelsea #1 now is no coincidence. I think he can keep his place following Sanchez's return, because once goalkeepers take their chance, they don't give it away to nobody. I trust him, he'll do that. He's the future of Chelsea." Chelsea youngster called up to England's U21 squad for the first time. Carney Chukwuemeka has been called up to the England U21 squad for the first time. Chukwuemeka will be part of the squad for the upcoming qualifiers against Azerbaijan and Luxembourg. The 20-year-old began the season as a starter for Mauricio Pochettino and scored a brilliant goal against West Ham in the second game of the season, but things haven't gone to plan since then. That game was the last one he started after suffering a serious injury, but he is now back and available for selection, having suffered a few setbacks in his rehabilitation. Chukwuemeka has had a positive impact for England's youth sides in the past and was part of the side that won the U19 Euros and was named player of the tournament in the U20 version. He will be joined in Lee Carsley's squad by teammate Noni Madueke. With Enzo Fernandez suspended for tomorrow's FA Cup quarter-final against Leicester, it offers Chukwuemeka a chance to start his first game of 2024. Chelsea battle Arsenal for 19-year-old star. Chelsea are reportedly interested in FC Midtjylland youngster Mario Dorgeles, but will have to battle Arsenal and Newcastle for his signature. Since taking over the club, Todd Boehly has pushed for a new project that relies on the development of talented youngsters, a plan which is currently being stunted by a clear lack of experience in the side. However, according to the latest reports from The Standard, Chelsea are interested in the signing of another highly rated youngster, 19-year-old Dorgeles. The Ivorian midfielder has impressed at Danish club FC Nordsjælland under coach Michael Essien, catching the eye of a host of European clubs. Chelsea are reportedly at the top of that list, but may have to fight off Arsenal and Newcastle, according to the report. The defensive midfielder joined the club almost 2 years ago and is expected to leave in the upcoming summer transfer window. Dorgeles could follow in the footsteps of Simon Adingra, who left FC Nordsjælland in 2022 to join Brighton, where he is now thriving. With Romeo Lavia suffering from a series of injury setbacks since arriving in the summer, the 19-year-old could slot into the base of the Chelsea midfield alongside Moises Caicedo. And that's the final content of today's video. Like, subscribe to support AG Chelsea TV.